when their guy plays some games. Alright, hi everybody, Weather Guy here, and it is time for the Summation Examination. We're going to hear what all of these lovely jurors have to say about this case so far, because so far they all think that Soseki is guilty. Which, obviously, is not great. Hope you're doing good, though, everybody watching. Kind of hopped right into it today, but yeah, welcome. This is, of course, Great Days of Turn and Chronicle, which is a fantastic game. Having so much fun with this. I really should have refilled my drink. But it is what it is. We're going to try to get through this Summation Examination with as few battle scars as possible. As few strikes, alright? Because we already have one strike, I believe. So, let's see how it goes. Let's get into it. The victim may not be well off, but he's a noble man and straight up. Terrible voice. There's no reason to doubt the man. Terrible reasoning. Well, I do declare, the good gentleman has no reason to lie. In fact, I think he's rather splendid. They all really love Shakespeare, it seems like. Just look at the accused by comparison. He's Japanese, stoops all the while, and has a mustache. Very fishy. Man, there's so much racism in this game against Japanese. It's very interesting. There's no evidence to suggest the gangling actor is a fraudsman. For now, at least. Oh, I really don't care. Like, I just need the trial done quickly. Terrible news for us. That's not helpful. 3 hours of missing time is nothing when you reach my age, you know? Nothing at all. I never know what to do for that guy's voice. He's showed up 3 times now, I think. One time as a doctor, surgeon. I knew it. Every single one of them seems completely convinced. It seems that all the jurors have come to the conclusion that Mr. Shakespeare is a fine, upstanding, and honest citizen. Yes, me, they've all been bewitched by his strange theatrical movements. And sadly, nothing Mr. Natsume has said appears to have registered at all. Oh yeah, Mr. Natsume is not super likable, honestly. Which is a shame. I like him a lot, but I think to the average person in game universe, he's not very likable. He's panicked and all that, you know. I pleaded with the jury on Soseki's behalf before and it worked, so you never know. Before we begin, it might be an idea for me to remind you exactly how a summation examination works, Mr. Ryu. Oh, well, you're still very new to British law after all. Tutorial section, that's fine. That's true, I suppose, and Soseki's fate is entirely in my hands now, too. There's always a chance I might have forgotten some crucial detail. Perhaps I should hear Sasato out. Oh, no need. Thank you for the kind offer, Miss Sasato, but I've been through plenty of these summation examinations already now. I think it's important that we don't delay the start any longer than necessary. Of course, I understand. I'm quite sure you're right. If you're confused by anything at any point, you can turn to me for advice whenever you like. I'll be here for you. Great, lovely to see. The key to this is really listening carefully to each juror's statement. Finding two that are contradictory and pitting the corresponding jurors against each other. Without further ado, please, counsel, proceed with the summation examination. Let's do it. Let's see how this goes, right? Let's try our best. Yes, my lord. Little nervous. Great shot. Jury examination. We see Shakespeare and Meterman on both sides of him as well. That's lovely. The defense's rebuttal. Alright. So we have to press on all these as well, that's right. While there are plenty of people in London who seem noble but poor, couldn't some of them also be liars? I've no doubt about it. Like that shaky client of yours, for example. Absolutely not. Mr. Natsume is no liar. Look, the point is, the only thing that passed the victim's lips that night was that Japanese man's tea. When you take the gas man's testimony into account as well, the truth couldn't be any clearer. I think I do need to do like a more normal voice for him, because he is a banker, right? So he should have... That's a weird thing for me to say, actually. Never mind. Oh, well, that's alarmingly logical. Yeah. But let me be frank here. I'm a gentleman with a gentleman's values. If it turns out that the old Shakespearean chum is a rotten liar after all, I'd gladly change my decision about the defendant. And I'm sure my fellow gentlemen on the jury would do the same, isn't that right? Well, yes, perhaps. Though I don't see it happening. Yeah, what's that? The elderly gent on the end here, you know. You'll have to speak up.
Well, I really don't care about all this nonsense. I see a trial to go.
How many gentlemen do we actually have on the jury, then? Alright, sir, I may hold you to that. Don't forget what you said. Alright, that's one down. Yeah. No reason to lie, that's important. Are you saying you believe the man to be trustworthy because he's rather splendid? No, that's not what I said. The point is, the man is the victim here. What reason would he have to lie? And yes, he is rather splendid. So you say, yet again. Meanwhile, the man who stands accused behaves so suspiciously. It's exhausting to look at him. Very true, actually. I'm afraid he's not splendid at all. Splendid logic there, madam. Thank you so much.
Hold it!
No, not one of those things is the reason to find the man guilty. But he is fishy. There's no point dancing around the fact. He's Japanese, he has a mustache, and he stoops. He has terrible posture, which we all know is a common symptom of a liar. You see, you arrive at the conclusion in just 3 steps. 3 steps like a waltz, in fact. You know, the more I think about it, the more this trial seems like a dance. You seem to be several steps ahead of yourself, though. And you're on the wrong foot. Nice line. No, there's nothing but circumstantial evidence here. There's no actual proof of the defendant's guilt. This jury's the worst. But the victim's version of events is backed up by what the big-chinned man next to him says, isn't it? 1, he saw the Japanese man there. 2, he saw no one else. And 3, he saw the Japanese man there. Oh, that's another 3 steps. Oh, this really does seem more and more like a waltz, doesn't it? Alright, and the prosecution will waltz its way to victory if I let you speak much more.
Hold it!
Frosman, what do you mean by that, madam? It really is a most tiresome problem for the company. Most irritating. This is important. We can be absolutely certain that a customer is stealing from us, but without hard evidence. She must work at the gas company. We can't even threaten to take action for fear of being sued. I'm sorry, you've lost me a little there. Who are you? I'm the wife of Augustus Altamont, owner of the Altamont Gas Company.
Good gracious, Altamont Gas, you say?
Gas is the future of energy in this country and around the globe. But proper handling is essential. As I'm sure our employee from the East End branch office would be the first to agree.
Absolutely, Lady Quimby. Gotta be used properly. Ultimate gas is best in the world, of course.
I think we may have solved the mystery of the bow from earlier, Mr. Ryu. Right, he bowed in deference to his employer's wife. Did he? Ah, so would I be right in assuming that the reason Mr. Meat-Man was watching what Mr. Shakespeare was up to in his room? I'm afraid that there's no end to the lengths the population of the East End will go to in order to steal our gas. So I really have no choice when the company identifies somebody as a possible fraudster. That's our way in. Shamspeare's the fraudman. But to dispatch a worker to watch the suspect day and night, we're very thorough in our investigations. So you mean Mr. Shamspeare is... I wouldn't come out and say it in public, but you can't finish that sentence with a grubby little gas thief. You have noticed the public gallery in here, have you? The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen. Faith, wouldst thou wound me with thy words, were I to let them penetrate the skin? But seraphs hear not insults, only choirs of angels in song. You may not have evidence yet. My workers won't stop buzzing around you until they find it. And when they do, you'll find yourself blasted back to your angelic heights in an ultimate gas explosion. Mr. Shamspeare has been stealing gas. I wonder, juror number 4, if you wouldn't mind adding that information to your statement? My pleasure. Was it the bit about ripping that thief apart you enjoyed? A little before the part about abject violence if it's not too much trouble. Yes, of course. This could be it. This could shift the balance. Let's go ahead and do that pitting. We know exactly where that goes. That and that.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Oh, gracious. To whose statements do you refer, counsel?
Juror number 1.
Eh? What are you yelling about, lad?
I presume you've heard juror number 4's statement, made by the wife of the owner of Ultimate Gas?
Well, yes.
The victim, who you claim to be a noble, straight-up man, in fact, turns out to be a common thief. So the good lady says, but there's no evidence, is there? You and I both heard them say as much. It's true we don't have evidence as such just yet. But the claims aren't baseless, you know. What? You heard me, seeing as his operation has already been compromised. I would suggest that the court hears testimony from our East End branch office employee over there.
I'll do whatever you say, my lady. Gasman's honor.
Lovely. Love this guy. Juror number 1, you say you're a man of your word. If I could show that Mr. Shamspeare was a liar, you assured me that you would reconsider your decision about the defendant's guilt.
Yes, I did say that. And as a man of honor, I'll hold to it, as I'm sure the other gentlemen of the jury will.
Me?
Oh, well, yes. Now that we've found out the man's a liar, perhaps we ought to consider the matter further.
Well, I'm perfectly honest. I haven't heard half of what you've all been saying. So if this means you'll recap a few points, that would take me down to the ground.
Well, I'm not having any part of it. I want this trial over and done with.
In that case, I shall change my leaning. So, Mr. William Shamspeare, if that is your real name, we at the jury demand to know exactly what kind of a man you really are. Great. That's enough. That'll put us back in the green, you know? That's what we like to see. That's 4 jurors. 4 for not guilty. Yes, Mr. Ryu. Victory! Lovely. Love to see it.
Order, order. Well, this is quite extraordinary, I must say. As a result of the defense's summation examination, the jury's leaning has changed. Now only 2 jurors say guilty, whilst 4 say not guilty. I therefore declare this court to be in a state of disaccord, and order the trial to continue.
Great. We're going to continue as well. I said that if the summation examination went long, we would end early, right? It's a pretty short one, so we're going to keep going a bit. You have spoilt the bouquet, Mr. Shamspear. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury now find they are unable to trust you, the victim. But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. So God mend me, I do swear. This gas man speaketh that which concerns him most, naught but gas, naught but thin air. Aye, it burneth bright a while, but it hath no substance, and it doth reek foul. Boy, what did you say?
Do I take it, Mr. Shakespeare, that you deny the allegations of gas thievery?
Most heartily, my lord, hast thou forgot I am as a seraph, an angel, noble of mind, sweet of nature, and verily honest of heart.
You flowery mouth pompous beanpole, just because I haven't got the evidence yet.
Mr. Shamspear, if in fact you are not noble of mind, sweet of nature, or honest of heart, if you are a liar, then your testimony should have no sway in this courtroom.
It is my considered opinion that at the present time no other possible culprit of this crime has been identified. All testimony heard by the court thus far heavily implicates the defendant. In short, it would not be unreasonable at this stage for me to rule on the case.
Oh no.
However, in light of the fact that the jury has expressed concern about the fidelity of this witness, I believe it would be inappropriate for this court not to pursue the point further.
Objection!
I assure you, my lord, that would be a waste of the court's time. The gas in this case are unrelated. Juror number 4. Yes. Didn't you say before that although you had no hard evidence to prove this man has been stealing gas, you have strong grounds for suspecting him? That's right. We do, don't we, Worka?
Absolutely, Lady Quinby. Gasman's honor. Very well, then. We will hear your testimony now. You will tell the court precisely why you believe the victim, Mr. William Shakespeare, has been stealing gas.
Yes, my lord.
It'll be my pleasure. On the ultimate gas.
If I may, my lord.
Go ahead, madam.
This worker's testimony may have a significant bearing on the good name of my husband's company. Therefore, I should like to take the stand alongside him in a supervisory role, if you wouldn't mind.
Wahoo! Oh yeah, sweetest honey. Yeah.
What a weirdo.
Very well.
What a bootlicker that guy is, right?
As an exception, I shall honor your request.
I'm guessing that by the way, the big thing that ties into the overall world has something to do with this company, this gas company. Thank you, my lord.
You wait till the boss gives you an earful. Oh, it's gonna sting, you mark my words.
Oh, brother.
So you will both testify before the court on the subject of the legal consumption of the Ultimate Gas Company's fuel.
Yes. Is that clear, my good man? Yeah, she clearly wants him to hide something. Clear as ultimate gas, my lady, which is the clearest in the world. Interesting. Very suspicious. Do you think the gas has gone to his head, Mr. Sato? I think the man is just a very dedicated employee, Mr. Ryu. Oh, brother. So we're going to do their testimony and their cross-examination, and then I think we'll probably call it after that. The Ultimate Gas Company's investigation. Proud to be the company's East End branch investigator and meter money collection agent. Ultimate gas meters accept through penny bits, each coin given customers about 2 hours of gorgeous gas. And yet, the meter in Mr. Shamspear's room didn't have a single coin in it. The meter doesn't appear to have been tampered with, though, and the collection agent has the only key. Somehow, he's using all the flaming gas he wants without paying a penny. If that's not thieving, what is? Wow, this is a short testimony. It's just 3 things. Pray forgive the discourtesy. The irrelevance of this testimony caused me to turn to my hallowed chalice.
What do you mean by that remark, Lord Francis?
Did the mustachioed Nipponese poison the gangling excuse for an actor, or didn't he? That is all that should concern this court, and yet now we must listen to this abhorrence. Clearly, what separates the vast British Empire and your Eastern Island nation is more than geographical distance. But this could turn out to be a crucial testimony. Cross-examination must go ahead. Great. Do what you will. Lord Van Zieks appears to be in a violent mood. Yes, he does. Attempted poisoning and an incidence of gas theft with no supporting evidence. Sure that they would appear completely unrelated at first glance, but I wonder, the truth tends to be buried in the most unusual places. And the first step in uncovering it will be to establish just who and what this man really is. Very true. Very true indeed.
Hold it!
So does that mean you enter people's houses in order to empty their gas meters? That I do. I have to try to catch people when they're in. Then I ask permission to come inside and do my business. Does that mean you've been into Mr. Natsume's room before, as well as that of Mr. Shamspeare? Well, now, interesting you should bring that up, because I couldn't believe how little money was in his meter. I mean, how the pair of them survive the winter is beyond me, it really is. Why, Mr. Natsume, he probably spends all his gas money on books. Then when he's finished reading them, he probably burns them for warmth.
You will kindly reiterate your statement about the gas meters themselves, Mr. Readerman.
Not much to say, really, but as you wish. Alright.
Hold it!
So all London houses that have a gas supply are fitted with these gas meters, are they? They're the latest model, the height of technology, developed by our company, Ultimate Gas. Anyone who uses our gas will have one of these meters in their property, yes. So if a 3-pence coin gives 2 hours of gas, most people would use about 3 coins in a night? A bit more than that, usually, if they have both gas lights and a gas stove, that is. Thinking about it, Saseki doesn't have a fireplace in that room of his, does he? Some people still choose to use candles, of course, and only have gas for heating. Ah, yes, I do remember seeing candles in Mr. Natsume's room, actually. How does the money in the meter get back to you at the gas company? Every 3 days, gasmen like me visit properties on the gas supply and empty the meters of coins. I must say the design and manufacture of the new meter cost the company an awful lot of money. But happily, if it did put a stop to people not paying their dues for the most part. Because they had to pay in advance, you mean? Yes, exactly right. Makes sense.
Hold it!
Out of interest, how long has this been going on? Weeks and weeks. He has been pinching his gas off us for ages.
You've examined the meter in Mr. Shamspeare's room, I take it.
Naturally, we took it off the wall and went over it with a fine-tooth comb. And found nothing suspicious at all, I presume. No, I'm afraid we didn't. Which is exactly why I demanded a new type of meter to be produced. One with an indestructible lock. A Shamspeare special. That sounds like it would have cost an awful lot of 3-penny pieces. But even after that, the rascal's meter was still empty. Never forget the humiliation. When I opened up the money box and found it bare. You what? I said. You what? And the look on his face, that smarmy smile of his. I pulled the meter straight off the wall and took it back to the office. But you know what? Nothing. Not a trace of it being jimmied up with anywhere, not a single sign. What's happened to my salary as a result? Down by 3 shillings a day, that's what. life-threatening situation in a number of ways. Alright. Incidentally, what became of that meter? Nothing became of it. I still got it. Oh. Maybe that'll become evidence. Right here. No wonder they call you Meter Man.
I think it would be prudent for the court to sequester this item while the trial is ongoing.
Great. We're actually going to stop here today. And the reason why is because I do not feel good. I feel sick, so I need to go. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Make sure you take care of others. Next time we're going to finish this trial. Hopefully, maybe, we'll see. Take care. Peace out.